Right.
If you tell me where to go, like I can help with this steering. Yeah, sure. I think there's something sort of tragic about it, really. Yeah. Obviously, when you just take a glimpse of it when you're riding past on the way to campus, you wouldn't make much of it. But for me, it just reminds me, because like I live in Gloucestershire, and our house got flooded like back in 2007, and we had a bench just like this.
But it's been successful, it's floating, and all is calm on the lake. The storm has abated. It's quite easy to steer. If you had practice with this.
No, I'll be okay.
If you want to walk on water, you've got to get out of the boat. But I don't plan to get out of this boat. If you want to sort of do something really exciting and different, like walking on water, which you don't normally do, then you've got to take risks, and you've got to leave your comfort zone. And leave all the things that make you feel nice and secure. Got to leave them behind, yes. But, there is a freedom when you do move on. You sort of, because something which is a very strong comfort zone can also be quite sort of, in a way, it can be quite, it can stop you moving. It can become a bit of a rut. It's just a journey, and I think you have to allow yourself time, because otherwise it can be a bit too, I think it would have been a bit too much.
I like the way they're investigating it as well. Isn't that brilliant? It makes you smile as well. That's because I said to Ruth, I said, just look at it and want to smile, don't you? Because it's really. It's just kind of peace. It's like, and smiling. And the sound as well. That sound.
Look at that one.
Nature, the 70s, folklore.
And things like just having to get rid of a lot of the clutter. And you realise, you don't need a lot of it. But it does give you a definite sense of freedom.
So what failure was there then? Failure. Yeah, well, it's like this. It's not a failure, this one, though. It's what is it? There's a Chinese symbol for crisis, I think. And if you look at the picture, it's made of, because it's pictogram, it's made of 2 elements, crisis, I think it must be change and opportunity. So it's crisis is from, yeah.
You kind of have to focus on the small steps, don't you? And the long-term ones, goals materialise. And it's depressing if you think about everything, like, you get so caught up in it all. They say, like, the truth hurts.
Things that, I don't know, I suppose maybe things I question, why did I go through things, why did I, and I had kind of, I don't know, for a long time perhaps wouldn't know, and then just kind of will see, accept why it was, perhaps that there was things about it that, I don't know, that are within me to be, so I suppose particularly my, bad relationship, I guess. And wonder, well, why did I? Well, I suppose why I stayed in it for so long, I wouldn't be able to know why. So that would perhaps seem, yeah, failure. But the why I went into it, I can probably see. Where before I'd sort of think, oh, why altogether? Oh, here we are. I guess that's what it is a bit, isn't it? Trying to untangle it and make sense of it. And well, you have a different understanding, don't you? If you haven't lived things yourself, you can't have an understanding. You need to have, I suppose this is the thing, you need to have lived things, or even if you haven't lived them, to have lived certain things that are very close to them, to have. So I suppose it's like working with different people. So working with asylum seekers, I know certain things, some things I've almost lived with somebody because I've kind of gone through all the steps. So and it's still, I haven't lived it. I've been quite close to it. I haven't lived it.
Who has? Stop it. Oh no. The fire alarm's gone off again. Uh-oh. Okay. When is it? Which pause is that? Is that a pause or a pause? Okay, pause.
No, in the art part.
Imogen set the fire alarm.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She was going to send it as well. Just thought I could have another drink.
Nathan said it's Nathan employee, like, pyrotechnics.
West side, video.
No, everything's good my way.
Yeah, I just feel
But it's good for cows that have a
yeah, I know, yeah.
My dad was a solicitor, then a barrister,
Really?
then a judge.
Wow.
He shadowed a barrister when he was in his mid-50s, I think.
Oh,
Became
okay.
a barrister then.
Yeah, there's not a lot of young barristers. That's why I'm not in any sort of rush to do it, to be honest. And it's better to have a sort of empirical understanding of it, you know. A lot of people do come from like solicitor backgrounds.
I think Dad enjoyed being a solicitor and he enjoyed being a barrister, but he found being a judge really lonely.
Really?
You had to keep a sort of a distance from people.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You
that's-
have to be totally impartial.
Yes, so that stops you nattering with other barristers.
Empathising with the client as well.
Really restful out here, isn't it? Really peaceful.
It's really nice being peaceful as well. You kind of want to go and sit on it? Is the initial kind of thought. It's very peaceful. And it really, walking around, it makes the lake look very different perspectives. You look at the lake differently as you walk round. It looks, from down there, the lake, it makes the lake look really wide. Mm. But then when you go around the other side, the lake looks quite small and that looks quite close to you. It's like, it's a bit like the Mona Lisa with the eyes. It's sort of just, it's like you're really enclosed with all the trees going around as well. It's like you're in a sort of a peaceful, massive peaceful room. There's loads of like through the gaps in the trees and everything. It's like really framed, lots of little. You'll have to when you get a minute, walk around. It's the reflections and the ripples, and in fact you're drawn more to it. You kind of notice it more, I think, because you've got to focus on the.
It smells really nice around here, considering you said it was diseased water.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
You keep wanting to look at it as well, because it's like it shouldn't be there, but actually it looks like it should be there. Yes, yeah, it's one of those really strange kind of, it's an anomaly.
What would your walking on the water be?
I also think it's like you say, it's such a serene and tranquil sort of atmosphere, but it's like, it's kind of like juxtaposed against the sort of impending rise in water levels, you know, and it's just made even more dramatic by the fact that it's a bench, because you think of a bench as kind of like, you know, it's normally like dedicated to someone, or it's a memorial. Yeah. And it's almost like a sort of legacy of like civilization, really, isn't it? I mean, now you've got carbon emissions and climate change. So yeah, it's peaceful, but it's kind of saddening as well.
Where are we landing? All right.
I told you you'd do it. Clever lady. It looks amazing. Are you pleased? Yeah.